um, what was it? The show I need to finish is X-Men, the animated series. I just never like finished it. The last episode I remember, I don't think I was on that one, but I remember watching for sure was when Wolverine went up to what's it called, the Native
Boy
Americans.
talking about that Wolverine. Boy talking about that Wolverine and the X-Men.
No, animated series, bro. When Wolverine said, he basically said, "Fuck the X-Men, bro. Fuck you, Cyclops, and for getting married with Jean. Like, fuck y'all." He dipped and he went off to I don't know where he went off. It was some Native Americans, bro. But they was in like it wasn't Alaska. But I don't know where the fuck it was at. It may have been Canada, bro. I don't remember. I just know he dipped. Sabretooth followed his ass, and them niggas started beefing.
That's crazy.
And
Well, I
and
mean,
low
it
key,
wouldn't be.
Sabretooth blew up the whole camp and killed a lot of niggas.
Well, it wouldn't be X-Men without that boy Cyclops and Wolverine beefing every 5 minutes.
Hell no.
Unless you, unless you count X-Men Evolution. But I mean,
That mug is
that's
crack.
different.
Nah. This is the Delayed W podcast, episode 70. You know, I'm your host Saint.
Yes, sir.
We got Kiki in this bitch. And we got special guest, really not even special guest, but he part of the podcast too. He a OG.
Gang.
That boy Doc's
He a
friend.
he a member of the man. Docs is a member of the pod. He just be busy, and we understand. He ain't gonna be
Hey
able to
man,
make it to every show, and that's all right. We
when I
respect
pop
it.
up, I pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. But this is an episode, but it's not an episode. Like, bro, I've been meaning to roast the fuck out of my ex roommate because I just moved out. This shit, bro. Docs don't have no idea about this. And I was telling Kiki, I'm like, bro, we gotta have somebody else on because Kiki already knows the shit that went down. I gotta get a perspective from somebody that from the outside because I have no idea how you gonna react to all this shit, bro, that went down, bro. Like this shit here has made me never want a roommate ever again. I don't care how crazy rent prices is. I can't do another roommate, bro. I refuse. Like, dog, this shit was a nightmare waiting to happen, bro. Like, let me start from the beginning, bro. Because getting like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Um, let's say I was just in a situation where I was getting like kicked out, and it wasn't too bad because I mean it was about damn time too, though. Like I was getting at the age where it's like, all right, nigga, like it's kind of time to leave the nest, get your own space, do your own thing. But rent back then too was it's not as bad as like I think right now it's ridiculous now, but back then it wasn't as bad. But I wasn't in a position to really like just move at that moment. But I had kind of like no choice where I needed to expedite shit. You know what I mean? So Seven, ironically, came up with this idea to go room with what we gonna call this fuck nigga? We'll just call him fuck nigga, bruh. So fuck nigga, he's like, oh yeah, I'm looking to move out right now too, bro. I mean, I don't mind, rooming with you, but no, I'm rooming with my girl. And I'm like, I guess, but at the time I looked at it, I was like, bro, rent that's cheap as hell, but splitting it 3 ways, that shit was cheap as hell. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I might as well just go ahead and do it. I should have known it was a red flag from the jump where this nigga was like, oh man, I don't know, I'm gonna work out with her, bruh. Like, I'm kind of over it. I'm just like, bro, if you feel this way, like, nigga, we about to move into this spot next month. Like, bro, end that shit, bro. Like, 'cause I'm not trying to deal with that. Like, I'm not trying to be months in and then y'all break up and now I got to pay more in rent. Like, that's not what I signed up for. And best believe, that shit definitely did happen. But we gonna get into that, bro. We haven't got to that part yet. But this nigga, man, I should have known, bro. And it was kind of too late because we had got approved. We already like signed paperwork and shit. Fucking seven and them, bro. They was roasting the group chat because they went on like a Dallas, like I think like Dallas or something like that. It was some type of trip, like a Texas trip. It was him, fuck nigga, coconut, and swank, bro. They said the apartment was trash, bro, and it was so bad to the point where they told me like, nigga, you need to have like a written agreement to where this nigga has to clean, bro. So that way, ain't nothing gonna fall on like me and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that definitely was unfair to you. Nah, 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 nah.
Like, bro, good thing I had evidence for all that shit, bro. Cause this nigga is a nightmare and like was so fucking stressful, bro. Like the first day I should have known, bro. So like, I get up early and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do this shit later in the day. I'm trying to knock this shit out right off rip. I went there as soon as the new spot. Cause I mean, this is my first time moving to an apartment. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready to get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. Let's get this mug wrapped up so I can chill in my own space. You feel me? So I go pick up the keys and shit. And luckily, bro, I said today, and this is people, if you never moved out, any of our listeners, you never moved out in the US to a new spot. I always recommend, bro, sign your paperwork the day before, or if you know you can't sign it the day before, the day of, sign that mug in the morning. So that way you're not wasting a lot of goddamn time, or you get fucked over where you're like, shit, you didn't get renter's insurance and all that stuff. So now you gotta wait a day later type shit. Like, nah, do that shit before. This nigga, bro, he fucking overslept. So that was already a red flag. Two, he was supposed to help. That nigga didn't help at all. To move my shit in. And I'm just like, all right, fuck that nigga. Like, I didn't need his help, bro. I got homies, I got family to help me move my shit in. We move all that stuff,
Yeah.
and this nigga, bro, we went back and forth to my mom's place, picked up some shit, took a break. I'm like, let me feed my niggas, bro, because they came in clutch. This dude gonna text me, hey, where you at, bro? Like, where y'all at, man? I need the keys to get in, bro. I'm like, dude. I'm like, you saying this shit after the fact? Like, we didn't already like damn near finished, bro. We just taking a quick break. This nigga showed up. I'm talking about like way later. Not even when we went back, cause Kiki was there, bro. He was there. He remembered this shit. We went back the second time to the new spot, and
Mm-hmm.
this nigga, bro, on some petty shit. I don't know who. I guess like one of the leasing agents let him in, whatever. But we went in there, bro. This nigga brought in like a lamp, just a lamp in a weird ass like corner. I'm just like, oh, okay, but I'm just like, bro, you didn't say you was over here. You could have fucking helped. And in my eyes, and I always realized as a new, I'm like, this nigga didn't want to help at all, bro. Like, he's on some shady shit. But I knew this nigga, bro, was on some foul shit because my mom told me, you know, when him and his girl, we were all talking, and my mom, we were like, huh, we should get like. My mom was like, "Where you get these chairs from and stuff?" Because I almost said her name. Fuck niggas girl. She she had bought some chairs. What the fuck are they called? Not dining chairs, but it's like I guess you'd say
Mm.
like
You talking about
lounge.
stools? You talking about stools?
Not like bar chairs, bro. Like you know how you have like an island, or whatever.
Yeah, the stools.
Yeah, the little stools. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
bar stools. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had them joints, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this nigga got an attitude because she was like, "Yeah, we should probably get some more." Because I'm like, "Bro, it's only y'all only got two for yourselves." I'm like, "I want my own stuff." And this nigga got defensive, real mad about it. No, we don't need no more chairs. And my mom peeped that shit. I'm just like, bruh, like it wasn't even like that deep. Like the fuck, like what's your problem? Type shit. Should have known that was a red flag on there. And ever since that, stuff was just going like downhill, bro. Like both of them niggas is dirty as hell, bro. Nigga would like leave dishes. I kid you not, he left dog shit like in a trash bag in the front of the apartment, bro. I
Please say
definitely.
psych. Please say psych.
Oh, I'm not kidding, bro. And I cussed him the fuck out too. I'm like, bruh, like the fuck is wrong with you? Throw that stuff out, bruh. Like nobody want dog shit in the apartment. Like what's wrong with you, bruh? It's just stuff like that. He would have dishes stacked up. It was one time where
you're
I
you're usually
I'm literally
supposed to throw that
chilling.
away, and you're usually supposed to flush that down the toilet.
No, I don't flush it down the toilet. That's how you fuck stuff up. And then you end up had paying that to the landlord. They definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
Um, one day I woke up in the morning. I seen that they left fucking groceries. Like you know how you come home from the grocery store and you just like you leave it for a second, bro.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Nah, bro. I woke up the next morning. That stuff was still there from the night before.
No,
Everywhere,
no.
everywhere, my dude. I had to cuss him out for that, bro. Then the nigga, he has this stank ass dog. Fuck that dog, bro. Straight up. I love animals, but fuck that dog. Like no cap. Like I want to say a R word, but I'm not gonna say that because that's just not right. But yeah, fuck that dog and fuck him. He was not cleaning his dog. He wasn't grooming the dog, combing the dog. So it was just fur everywhere to the point where I had got like my own vacuum because I'm like, bro, I don't want that stuff on the floors getting on my socks. I don't want that on my rugs. I don't want that on my couch. Like, fuck no, bro. That stuff happened. Even to the point where I saw like his girl said the dog not even supposed to be in the living room type shit. I'm on the same page. I'm like, bro, I know you don't properly groom your dog. I can tell because there's fur shedding everywhere. That dog don't need to be in the living room. That's your own problem. This dog it's a small damage, but I'm still pissed about it to this day. Where the dog definitely got on my couch and he didn't say shit about it and still plays dumb about it. So damaged my fucking shit. Oh, and the best part that I left out, a part of like some of our agreements, he reneged on like everything, bro. He was supposed to get like a TV stand for me, whatever, for the living room. He didn't do
Hmm.
that. Originally, he was supposed to get the couch, but I got it for myself. And that's my grandpa had bought it for me, whatever. He was supposed to get a patio set. Never got that shit. We would have never had a table in there because he was supposed to get a dining table. He didn't buy that shit. But he would never gotten a table wasn't for me because we had a housewarming and all we literally like we've known each other for decades. Like we just never hung out like that for a while because he moved and did his own thing.
Hmm.
But we have mutual friends, which seven in all of them, right? And we had a housewarming, and we just needed a table just to eat the food and stuff. You know what I mean? And play like beer pong and all the other shit. It wasn't for me taking the initiative and saying shit. He wouldn't have got that. Like he don't do nothing, bro. He didn't take his trash out, and that stuff would be stinking, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Like, and I know
It sure
he
sounds like
technically
it.
not from the, bro. Like he not from the U.S. I know that, but it's like, bro, nah, you know better than this, bro. You've been staying in the U.S. for too long to be acting like this, bro. Like you had leaving seafood out and stuff, leaving stuff unwrapped in the fridge, expired bullshit. I mean, there was stuff in there that was expired like 2 years ago. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Please,
The
no,
fuck?
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Like, hell no, man. And then he would have the feces thing that happened again later down the line where he actually left fucking dog shit in his trash can, bro. And I had to investigate because I kept he had one of them automatic trash cans where it just opens on its own. and it's right next to the fucking he put his right next to the fucking the what's it called, the laundry room. So every time I would go in there, I would smell it. And even then, when I would walk in the apartment, I'd be like, "What the fuck is that smell?" And you can ask Kiki. I'll be on the mic, and I'm like, "The fuck is that smell, bruh?" And it was a goddamn trash can. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's to the point where I put his trash outside on the patio because I'm like, fuck that, because I'm not taking your stuff out no more. But this nigga, he had really crossed the line, bro. Like it was one time, bro. He got everybody in the apartment sick, bro. Like
Yeah.
should I say it? I'll say it, bro. I'm not ashamed about it because this wasn't my fault. This is something I couldn't control. I shit myself, bro. Like it was that. That's how bad I got sick, and I still to this day don't know what the fuck he spread, bro. I got sick to the point where I had shit myself, bro. Throwing up, and I hate throwing up, bro. That day, I threw up like crazy, bro. Burning up and everything. And this nigga's an ass clown too, bro. He gonna turn off the fucking AC. I'm like, bitch, turn that shit back on, bro. So I'm gonna open up a window. Nah, fuck you, bro. You don't turn the goddamn AC up, bro. Over here burning up like I'm in Satan's room or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, hell no. And that was the first time. But the second time, this where it crossed the line, bro. Where this nigga, man, his girl got sick. And I'm under the impression that they got tested or whatever. They didn't go get tested for COVID. And we were about to have a New Year's party, bro. Didn't say nothing. He said, "No, I'm good, bro. I'm not sick." The nigga was sick. And to the point where like my best friend Afro, he was the only one that came over first because we were just like getting everything set up. But I left out the room for a second and like take a quick nap. I woke up to him. My best friend texted me. He's like, "Hey, bro, I had to leave. That fuck nigga on some other shit, bro." He was like, "You go get tested, whatever." That nigga tripping. He coughing too goddamn much. Something off about that dude. He even said it like dude laughed about like about him saying, "Yeah, I'm sick," and he laughed about it and everything. And he was just being like a total dickhead. And when I asked him about it, he lied about it, bro. Completely lied. And of course, I go get tested. End up getting COVID because of this nigga. So he didn't give a fuck about anybody's health. He didn't give a fuck about anybody and could have got anybody sick and killed. Especially Afro, his dad is like nah, bro. His immune system, he can't do it, bro. He's what's it called? What's the correct term? Uh, immune compromised, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit that pissed me off, and I was beyond pissed. And I'm like, nah, fuck you, bro. Like, don't talk to me, type shit. But then he took stuff to another level and was just on some fuck shit, bro. Like this nigga, he gonna text the group chat and stuff, trying to apologize to everybody and stuff. Because everybody was like, yeah, nah, fuck that. We not doing on New Year's at your place. And they were like, oh, you can come through staying there. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm not even gonna risk it. Y'all do a New Year's thing at what Coconut's place. Y'all do y'all thing, bro. I'll just sit this one out. It is what it is, type shit. But he gonna try to play victim and stuff in the group chat. And then shit went left like a week later where this nigga was on some weird shit. He wasn't talking to me at all. And he would always and it was already weird because like weeks before he would give me evil glares and shit. Like you ever walk into like your house or something and a nigga don't say nothing type shit, or walk in somebody's house, they don't say nothing, they just look at you.
No, because you in somebody's house, you supposed to say something.
Exactly. And the nigga would never say nothing. He would just like do like a weird evil stare. I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, there's some weird shit, bro. He just kept doing that, and that was weeks before the New Year's thing, and even after. And shit just went left, bro. Where the nigga had a nerve to go to like 7, talk shit about me and talking about Saint being mean and stuff. He being an asshole and shit. This on some weird fucking shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, the hell is this nigga talking about, bro? Like, you be spreading lies and shit. Then I'm trying to think what happened first, cause shit just shit happened so fast. It's kind of hard to like pinpoint what happened first. Fuck. I think what happened was, huh? Yeah, that shit went down, and then shit just escalated. Cause then this nigga, bro, got caught cheating,
Oh no.
and that's yeah. And keep in mind, bro, I don't really give a fuck. This is like, bro,
That's great. Yeah.
that's not like my issue. But my problem is, I walked into this shit, my nigga. I mean, I having a good day, shit with the moms,
Wait, wait,
whatever.
wait, 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 wait. You walked on him cheating?
Nah, like so. I walked into the apartment, bro, after chilling, having a good ass day. I didn't got me some fucking hibachi, bro. I'm like, I'm about to fuck this shit up, my nigga. I go in there, bro. This girl over there crying. She moving her shit out. I'm like, the fuck is going on, bro? And I get a whole TED talk. And this is before. This is before. That's right. This is before New Year's. This is like a day before, which is even more shady. Where rent's due at the beginning of the month type shit. And this nigga, I come to find out, she caught him cheating. Not only that, he got mad that he got caught cheating and kicked her out the day before rent's due. So I didn't pay for that shit because it's like, nah, nigga, you on your own with that shit because that ain't my business. That ain't my problem type shit. Like, you got me fucked up. And I
Uh-huh.
walk into this shit like, one, I don't like cheaters. I don't really give a fuck about it, but it's like, nah, I'm walking into this shit. There's some bullshit that you should have settled that I don't have to like deal with. I should not walk in to fucking some nuclear shit, bruh. And he comes home and acts like nothing happens. I'm like, you fucking weird ass nigga, bruh. Walk the dog and shit and act like nothing's bad. Like, nah, this nigga was on some other shit, bro. Next thing I know, these two roasting the fuck out of each other, bruh. He's saying she bad at sex. And
Mm.
she clearly is telling him, like, nigga, nah, I'm been depressed and shit. And he would say that like she didn't have no friends, which was a lie. It was her friends just lived far. Oh, and he left out a part where she had been in like a severe accident, bro. And it like it basically traumatized her for life type shit. So that nigga left that shit out and would tell me that like, oh no, she don't got friends and stuff and all this other bullshit. But that wasn't true. And then he was lying about taking the trash out. I'm like, this nigga won't take no goddamn trash out. I'm like, I'm the only nigga that do that shit. I'm like, caught this nigga in multiple lies and stuff. I'm like, oh no, you on some other shit, bro. I was like, stay the fuck away from me with that. And that shit happened the day before the whole New Year's party shit. So that takes stuff to a whole nother level to the point where this nigga, he was on some weird fuck shit, bro. And oh, I know I left out another part. The dog shit, bro. We had a convo about which is even more shady. We had a convo about the dog and this girl. He's like, oh yeah, I love that girl. I'm a supporter. Like the next week, the nigga cheated. But this nigga had a nerve, like, bro, you not gonna believe this. This nigga says he does not bathe his dog. And I told him, like, your dog stinks, bro. I smell that shit, bro. Like, you need to get that under control. This nigga said he don't bathe his dog. He gets in the shower and he just let his dog get in the shower, bro. No
What?
soap. He just lets the shower just wash the dog. I'm not making this up. And I know it's for a fact because Coconut asked him the same exact thing on a separate occasion and confirmed that shit. This nigga is fucking disgusting. I can't make this up, bro. Like this nigga, man. Then the shady shit went down. This nigga made a whole group chat trying to kick me out of my own place. A whole group chat with the squad in there. And that shit backfired miserably on that nigga, bro. Like this nigga was telling a bunch of lies and stuff, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? Talking about, oh yeah, I need Saint to, leave, and I won't. I need him to break the lease. But you can't do that. If I break the lease, he would have to break the lease too. Like that's not how that works. You can't, not one person can't just break the lease. Like the fuck. And even then, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like you got me fucked up. Nigga was just like starting shit, bro. Like it was just a whole fucking headache, bro. Then the nigga had a nerve to try to act macho in front of the homies. And I almost stumped this nigga out, bro. But I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself because I was this close to stumping that nigga to the finest wine, bro. Like that nigga, he thought he can pull one, but you got the wrong nigga, bro. Because I will fuck you up. Like I don't know what you think this is, bro. Because shit ain't sweet. But I had to stop myself because I already know, bro. You be looked at as an angry black roommate locked up in Harris County. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
So with that shit, bro, it was to the point where we were supposed to schedule a whole fucking intervention that he brought up. Keep in mind, I was like, I don't even want to talk to this nigga, bro. We were like, fuck it, do an intervention that hit. It was his idea to do. I didn't find out till like a couple of days before because there's a separate group chat with them. But then Kiki, you were in that
That
other
nigga.
group chat, right?
Yeah, that nigga had basically invited me, Ryan. Not no, he invited me, King Beast, Swank, Seven. He invited pretty much everybody that we be talking, like almost everybody. Only person he didn't invite was Wolf, obviously. But that was like he was just all like, he was just all like, I think he was saying like you was being like, unreasonable or something like that. You can break the lease at any time or something like that. And then he was all like, I'm willing to just let it go and just be bygones. We can like settle it or whatnot. And I like, and I ain't really I ain't really because that's when he was talking about getting the intervention. I ain't really say nothing to it, so I hit up King. I was like, yeah, bro. I was all like, I ain't really saying nothing because that ain't really got nothing to do with me. That's more of a that's more of a you and Saint type of conversation.
Yeah, that's a grown man conversation that you ain't part of.
Literally. And the worst part about it, I left out the whole fight thing. Is like the nigga tech. This was the weird part. I'm chilling with the homie watching like what's the call? I think it was Royal Rumble. He was watching that mug live, and the nigga texts me, "Oh, you need to pay more on rent, yada yada." And it's the audacity. The nigga had the nerve to start that shit. He text me that in the other room, but the nigga didn't even pay rent. He didn't pay his rent for the month. I already paid my shit for the month.
Mm.
So it's like, how the fuck are you gonna have the audacity to tell me this shit when you didn't even pay rent yourself? Like the fuck? Like who the fuck do you think you are, bro? Like this is like this nigga is crazy, bro. And Kiki, I don't know what happened to Kiki. He may have lagged out, but they had made a separate group chat where they're like, okay, we're gonna do an intervention. They wanted to keep shit neutral, where neither of us were in the group chat with them. It was people that can make it in person, all link up and like have us talk it out type shit. Because I had like a list of stuff. I deleted it, but I had a list of stuff of all the lies and everything he said. I had no like written down and stuff, and all the reneging on agreements and stuff. But tell me why, bro. Tell me why the nigga that wanted the intervention didn't even show up for his own intervention.
Mm.
Like, bro, how does that work? Like, bro, shit. Like I was just like, you know what? At that point, I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I'm not doing this shit again. And they're like, oh no, it may be true. You may have something to do. It's Chinese New Year. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, you mean to tell me you couldn't take 15 minutes to have a sit down conversation with your own issue? I was like, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not doing an intervention. Fuck this shit. Like everybody else showed up and wasted their own time and gas. I'm like, bro, nah, motherfuckers just playing. I don't got time for this shit. And the nigga, he's steadily in the other group chat talking about, I know I fucked up. Wait a minute, bro. And oh, there go Kiki. But Kiki, before I go on, tell him about the group chat where neither of us were in it, and y'all like had the intervention, whatever. We're trying to set up the intervention. Because weren't you in that group chat?
Yeah.
Or am I tripping?
He made one with on Snapchat,
Oh, okay.
and
Like
that's
the
when he was all
27.
yeah, and that's when he was all like, he was all like, how about everybody we all do it on Friday? Y'all all come over. Like I think he said it at like at 7 or whatnot.
Bruh. Like this shit, man. I'm just like, come on, bro.
And like I said at first, I wasn't 100. Like at first,
Huh? You had cut out, bro. Actually, you muted. Okay, that nigga mute himself. But yeah, that shit happened with the separate intervention. And it was to the point where the nigga was asking for like criticism on what to do. And our homie, we'll call him the OG because he's like a lot older. He's like what, in his 40s. The nigga straight up said basically what you said, Doxy said, nigga, man the fuck up and have the conversation in person. Like you doing all this ducking and dodging and bringing niggas that don't have nothing to do with this shit. Settle that shit yourself. And that nigga had the nerve to be like, I didn't ask you for your advice. Nigga, you made a whole group chat asking for fucking criticism and now you can't take it, bro. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, this shit is crazy. And keep in mind, OG's the same one that witnessed this nigga have a temper tantrum and try to fight me at the fucking apartment. It was just like, this nigga is crazy. Like, he lost his fucking mind. That shit had been going on. That was 6 months into the lease, bro. I
That
basically,
all no. That all
yeah,
happened in 6 months.
yeah. On the 6th month, it happened, and basically for the past 5 months, I had been dealing with this bullshit of just not even interacting with this nigga like that, bro. Literally, like I don't talk to him, he wouldn't talk to me, type shit. And here's the worst part about it, bro. This nigga, I know I left out something that was really important, bro. Didn't When a nigga said I was being mean and stuff, I gave him a chance where I'm like, look, okay, whatever, you going through some shit, cool. But I'm like, that don't give you no excuse to not clean, to renege on your agreements. Like, I'm like, nigga, clean your goddamn table, bro. Like, it's not that hard. And I gave him a week, not even, I gave him like a day, and it turned into weeks. And that's when he said I started being mean because it's like, bro, it shouldn't be weeks later that your shit's not still not clean, bro. I'm talking about it was spilled like it was like some stuff from like oranges, I think, that spilled on the wall, on the floor. There'd be food left out and crumbs everywhere. Or I'm like, nah, nigga, clean that up, bro. It's like there's no excuse. Like you're not living alone, partner. Like you got a whole ass roommate. I don't do you like that. Don't do me like that. And that nigga did that, and that shit went on for five more months basically. This nigga being foul. He wasn't taking his trash out again, stinking up the whole place. I've wasted so much money on candles, air, Febreze, just to at least try to make it smell decent. Because I was like, bro, I can't do this. This is stinking, bro. Like, then the nigga, he was using my stuff, bro. Because
Oh
I
no.
investigate, bro. I investigate. Like I said, the trash can it opens on its own. I saw he ate one of my granola bars that I used to work because I won't say specifically what I do. Well, let's just say I'm in like in the delivery like sales industry, and I'm on the road basically almost every day. So I gotta have a granola bar, a couple of granola bars to keep me going until end of the day or lunchtime where I can actually eat like an actual sandwich or something or like a meal at the end of the day. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, you're eating my stuff, you're using my stuff, like my foil papers, you're using that. And I definitely cut him off after the whole New Year's thing. I cut him off from like my waters because he would just waste my waters because I was buying it for the whole apartment. But you weren't drinking it at all. You was leaving it out. Cut him off on the trash bags and stuff. He was using that stuff. It was just like it's too much stuff. And I really left out the most foul part. The most where it's really where I don't give a fuck about this person. Like you can burn the hell type shit. Like this nigga, bro. I couldn't figure it out. But one day I saw that my cup had been like drank out of. Keep in mind, it's not even like because it's a cup, it's my shit. These cups are personal because my grandmother bought that with her own money, bought that for me as a housewarming gift, and we had a convo where she basically like, "I'm proud of you, and you're becoming a man," type shit. He drunk out of my cup. I couldn't know if it was him, it was fuck nigga, or it was his girl. But I did it to be petty. I put all of my cups up to the top shelf, very high shit, because this girl was short as fuck. Can't reach for that mug. And what do you know? Motherfucker did it again. I'm not drinking or eating out of other people's cups and stuff. I'm not going in your fucking stuff. Like the fuck? Like it's common sense to use your own shit and don't be using other people's stuff. I called him out on that, and he got mad at me and cussed at me in the text, bro. And that day I was like kind of over it. I was really about to just be like, fuck this shit. I'm about to move. Oh, I was pissed. But he tried to say he didn't even apologize in that moment actually at all. He didn't apologize for that. He was like, "Oh, I fucked up." And the nigga said, "Oh, I'll pay for rent for that month, but don't even worry about it." Should I let him do that? Probably not. But I'm just like, "Oh, you fuck nigga, you fucked up. If you gonna pay for it, you pay for it," type shit. Because at the end of the day, if you're a man and you say what you're gonna do, and you got to do it, you got to own up to that. Because if it was the other way around, I did some shit like that, and I said I'll pay for rent for the month, I would have to be a man and pay for that rent for the month. Which I'll say he did. He paid it, but he's still a fuck nigga.
That's a fact.
Yeah, 5 months of dealing with that. Was counting down the days, ready to move out. And it's funny, this nigga had the audacity to text me a couple days ago. Hey, bro, what's your AT&T password? I need internet for the next month. I'll be paying for it. Like, nigga, why are you trying to sign into my account in the first place? And two, I was literally in the apartment with you. You were in your room. You didn't come out and even ask me for this. And even then, after all the shit you've done, why the fuck would I look out for you and get you some internet? Got the game chopped and screwed.
Hell no. Fuck all that.
But yeah, that's pretty much most of it. Kiki probably knows some other stuff I'm probably leaving out. There is a lot of stuff he had that was just disgusting. Like this nigga, bro. My only advice is don't get a roommate, bro. Just save your money and just get your own place because that shit is not fucking worth it. It's not worth it. Yeah, fuck that nigga. That's all I gotta say on that one. Well, have y'all had any
I don't know shit about that, dog. So
any fucking not roommates or like ever slept over somebody's place or something? And they were just a terrible experience.
nah, not really, dog. There's certain people you know whose house you're not supposed to be over.
Man. Well, yeah, that's I guess that's today's episode. My little TED talk, my rant. Fuck that nigga, and yeah, fuck that nigga. I'll just leave it at that. Any plugs though? No, Doc Brendo, you are the avatar plug, so plug
I
yourself
would,
in, bro.
you know what I'm saying? I be making my edits, you know what I'm saying? Make headers, album covers, layouts, whatnot. Whoop de whoop. Holla at the boy, Docs Brando. Docs Brando 25 on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
And Kiki, you got any shameless plugs? Any projects you're working on, bro? Okay, just fuck me then. All right. I don't know where this nigga went. But yeah, we're gonna check y'all on the next episode. It's gonna be a really good one. It's not our black hot takes one, but it's problematic takes. Or Wolf will be hosting that mug. It should be a good one, man. So y'all go check that out. We out, man.